Alrighty, we got a couple people over on Instagram waiting on Facebook to catch up. Give me a second here. Alright, let's see. We got Scotty Price, Carl on Facebook. I got Keith, Trace Lobos, and Dead Guy over on Instagram. A couple guys here and there. We got ice and water everywhere here. Let's see. I'll take pictures here in a little bit. Trying to see if I can follow along with everything I'm doing here. Try and get right after this a little bit. A little Guinness. I'm going to go into Guinness on the Poorhouse pint glass tonight. A little special something else here to do. We'll let that pour in. Just like the Guinness glass, instead of aiming for the harp, I aim for the shamrock in this glass. Let that settle. Do a little splash of single bourbon here in a second. How are you, Miss Mitchell? Good to see you. Of course, I gotta get to that, and that's all covered up by stuff here. Let's see if I can get to it without messing everything all up. Oh, yeah, I made a mess here. Perfect. Where is it? I'm looking for something I need here so I don't spill everywhere. Where are you? Trying to do this without moving the camera. Find it. That is not good. Okay. Wonder what I did with it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna make a mess. I'll prepare for that here in a second. Sorry folks, trying to catch up. Can't find my funnel. So one of our local guys, state trooper here for PA. Not a bad little shamrock, if I have to say so myself. I can't tip it to show you. Anyways, Mr. Gibble, everything is good. Day work is over, Miss Mitchell. It's good to see you. Please be safe up there. I don't know if you can see it with the glare here. I'm trying to get that so there's no glare. It's hard to do. But Mr. Gibble gave me a call today and asked me to stop by and see him while I was working. And here he went to etching one of these bottles. This is One for the Fallen. And again, as a quick history lesson here, this is not... Oh, Mark, you're with me. Good to see you on Facebook. Just talking about the bottle here. I'm going to hopefully fill it up here with a little stuff from Quacker Tracker Decoys. A little Sons of Liberty single barrel bourbon out of Rhode Island that he sent me last year. I'll try and fill that up. Check that out. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Look at the ice cube. It's got a hole in it. It's pretty cool. See if I can fill that up perfectly. Anyways, yeah, Mark gives me a call. Says he's got something for the Sunday toast. And it came at the perfect time. I was preparing the toast today while I was at work. And as I always do, like I was explaining to Mark, I look for pictures, not just the pictures that they have on the websites that you see that are posted for all the Fallen on the different sites that are out there. I look for just more story about them, learn a little bit about them while I do this. Long story short, there was a couple in here that kind of struck me and hit me a little hard. I was kind of thinking about maybe taking a break from doing it for a couple weeks. I know every time I think about doing this, I get tons of people reach out and say, got to push forward with the Sunday toast. And little things like this happen when I get a call to come pick this up. But it says here, One for the Fallen. And again, it's a quick history lesson. There was a gentleman down in South Carolina. He was a retired city cop down there, I believe Columbia. He hopefully will correct me if I'm wrong one day. Going back years, he was doing this Sunday toast where he did one for the fallen, one for the deployed, and one for the on the road. I liked it so much that obviously I tried to I would push forward his posts and reshare. That's what I'm looking for, reshare. And this thing grew. The Sunday toast just kept growing, and I've had different catchphrases, for lack of better words, with the Sunday toast over the last couple of years. But 10-7 Woodworks, good to see you. Used to run St. Michael. Hey, I was wondering where you went. Good to see you back, 10-7 Woodworks. Good to see you back. Got something to show you, by the way. If I can get this off. There we go. There we go. Does that look familiar to you? Still have them. Anyways, long story short here. Sunday toast is not something that I came up with. It was something that I saw another gentleman doing, and I just needed to share it and push it forward. You are correct, sir. Still got it. I got a couple of them, actually. There's a couple on the wall of the gun safe. I give them out to those that need it. But long story short, like I said, this thing kind of took a life on its own, and every now and then when I get down and out, and there's a couple folks on today's toast sheet that kind of hit me right in the gut, hit me a little harder than I anticipated. And then talking to Mark today, he filled me in more on and showed me the stories and the links, and I went ahead and followed up on it and checked on it. Wait till you get a load of some of these guys and girls here. If the fire alarm goes off, we're cooking dinner. We just had it go off. We hopefully reset it and it just beeped, so hopefully it doesn't go back off. Anyways, let me wet my whistle here. Cilantro. I got to find that funnel because I don't want to make a mess. What did I do with that funnel? The funnel's around here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Thought I had the funnel with me up there with this. For all my airborne brothers out there, that's pretty cool. I had them there. Anyways, let me get on with this. So, this week's honorees. Our Thin Blue Line brothers and sisters, Illinois State Police had a bad week. Alright? And when you hear H- there, Power 82, McFoo. McFoo, for those that are following, Power 82 on Instagram, and I go way back. I was lucky enough to serve beside him in the 82nd, and I consider myself very lucky to be able to call him a brother and friend. But anyway, it was good to see you, and congratulations, by the way, sir, on your recent engagement. Thank God she's gonna make you a better man. All right, so anyways, like I was saying, our Illinois State Police took a pretty hard hit this week. Trooper Brooke Jones' story. Her end of watch was March 28, 2019. She was on a traffic stop, and a tractor-trailer rear-ended her patrol car, the car that was stopped, and ultimately killed her as well. This Trooper Gerald Ellis, also Illinois State Police, not even 2 days later, was killed by a wrong-way driver. He was going the wrong way. This is where Mark Gibble got hold of me and was telling me more about the story. When I first did the sheet here at work this morning, there was very little information. It was the bare bones. Long story short, Trooper Ellis was a military veteran, survived by his wife and his children. Trooper Jones' story is survived by her husband and her children. But Trooper Ellis literally piled his car head on into the oncoming car. This is known because the cars behind him was another law enforcement officer's family, his daughter. They witnessed the crash. They witnessed him. They witnessed Trooper Ellis swerve his car into the way of the oncoming car. There's no greater act. Trooper Ellis gave his life, and our fellow law enforcement family out there, The gentleman, if you look for it on the websites, you'll see it on Facebook and on the stories out there. Um, he's grieving for the loss of Trooper Ellis, but he's beyond elated that his daughter is still here and her friends are still here and alive because of this trooper's actions. Trooper Ellis, you're an absolute stud, man. I feel for your family. I feel for your police department. You gave everything to keep another family together. So, top of the morning to you, or in my case, top of the evening tonight. Kyle Wilhelm on Facebook. Good to see you, sir. I love that glass, sir. Love both those glasses. Miss Mitchell, you are correct. God bless him. Let me move on. Deputy Sheriff Peter Herrera from El Paso County Sheriff's Office in Texas. He was killed March 24th of 2019 this year. Gunfire as well, or gunfire for him. He had pulled over a vehicle, and as he approached the car, asked the driver to step from the vehicle, and the driver fired on him 15 times. He was unable to even draw his service weapon and return fire. The passenger and the driver fled in the car. It broke down several blocks later, and they were taken into custody. A off-duty Border Patrol agent and several civilians attended to Deputy Sheriff Herrera and tried to save his life, but unfortunately he gave everything. These next two heroes, both were with the Combined Security Transition Command. They were both U.S. Navy. They were both killed in Camp Shaheen, Mazar-e Sharif in Afghanistan. It was a blue-on-green ambush or assault. One of their Afghan partners that they were training turned on them and fired on them and killed them both. Lieutenant Junior Grade Francis L. Toner, the fourth, from Narragansett, Rhode Island, 26 years of age. And Lieutenant Florence B. Cho, 35, of El Cajon, California. She was one of the ones as I looking up the history and looking to learn a little bit more about these guys and girls. There's a picture of her with her daughter, and it floored me. It hit me right in the gut. She gave everything, gave up her daughter for our freedoms and for us to be here tonight to do this, for me to sit down and have dinner with my family tonight. So that was one of the ones that really caught me off guard doing this week. Next, I have PFC Dustin M. Sakula, 18 years of age, out of Edinburgh, Texas. Operation Iraqi Freedom on April 1st, 2004. He was with the 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines, 1st Marine Division, 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, Anbar Province, Iraq. He was killed due to enemy fire. Kyle, do me a favor. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it I Marine Expeditionary Force or 1 Marine Expeditionary Force? I'm not a jarhead, and I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. So I need one of my my Semper Fi veterans or active duties there to correct me on this, so that I can say this correctly. But like I said, he was killed in an enemy fire. It was more or less an ambush when I read up on him. They also called him, his family and his stories, they talk about him as, life of the party and just a great guy. His school did a big, nice honorary thing for him. Young man. Again, this was in 2004. The next 5, and actually there's going to be a follow-on here shortly after. The 1st Infantry Division took a really bad beating in 2004. On the 31st of March, 2004, the 1st Engineer Battalion, 1st Brigade, 1st Infantry Division in Habanitha, Iraq, lost 5 members of their unit due to an improvised explosive device. These 5 were buried together in Arlington. Let that sink in a little bit for you. Mouse. Looking for the mouse. Trying to see what the comments are here coming up. Anyways, these 5, like I said, were in a armor personnel carrier together and perished together and are buried together. But we have 1st Lieutenant Doyle M. Huffstedler, 25, of Abilene, Texas. Specialist Michael G. Carr Jr., 23, of San Antonio, Texas. Specialist Sean R. Mitchell, 24, of Youngsville, PA. PFC Cleston C. Rainey, 20, of Rupert, Idaho. And Private Brandon L. Davis, 20, of Cumberland, Maryland. Again, these 5 gentlemen they lived, breathed, fought with each other, fought for each other, died together, and now rest together. Next up, Lance Corporal William J. I'm going to be real bad with this name, and I apologize, William. Wiskachowski, or Wiskowich. You'll see when you look at the pictures. And I am not the most articulate guy. 20 years of age, from Victorville, California. On March 30th, 2004, 1st Combat Engineer Battalion, 1st Marine Division. Again, is it 1st Marine Expeditionary Force or I Marine Expeditionary Force? I don't know. You guys correct me, please. Anbar Province, Iraq as well. Next up was Sergeant Jeremiah J. Holmes, 27, of North Berwick, Maine. Operation Iraqi Freedom, March 29, 2004. 744th Transportation Company, 54th Troop Command, New Hampshire Army National Guard. Balad, Iraq, improvised explosive device. This was the trifecta that kind of hit me in the gut here real hard doing these. Picture of him kissing his child was the only picture I could find of him. I couldn't bring myself to post it. I did find the picture that I have of him where he's by himself, but it was a gut hit. And while doing so, I found out that his son is now driving. It's 15 years ago. So, to his family, if you catch this, and I thought about contacting you and telling you I was doing this, it's been a long time, but like I said, never forget you guys. Sergeant Holmes. Next up, PFC Leroy Sandoval Jr., 21, of Houston, Texas. Operation Iraqi Freedom, March 26, 2004. 2nd Battalion, 1st Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, Anbar Province, Iraq. Hostile fire. Again, it was an ambush type situation. I believe, if I remember my notes correctly, he took a lot of shrapnel, I think they said. Lance Corporal Jeffrey C. Burgess, 20, of Plymouth, Mass. Operation Iraqi Freedom, March 25th, 2004. Marine Wing Support Squadron 373, MWSG 37. Also was, I guess, working under the parent company of Marine Wing Support Squadron 374. 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, or 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, Fallujah, Iraq ambush. So the Marine Corps took a bad hit there this week as well. Or back in 2004 in the month of March. Second to last here, Specialist Adam D. Froelich, 21, of Pine Hill, New Jersey. Operation Iraqi Freedom, March 25th, 2004. 1st Battalion, 6th Field Artillery, 1st Infantry Division in Bakuba, Iraq. Improvised explosive device. Like I said, 1st Infantry Division took a pretty hard hit this the end of the month as well. Last but not least here, Staff Sergeant Wentz Jerome Henry Schanneberger III, 33 years of age, Naples, Florida. Operation Iraqi Freedom, March 24, 2004. 21st Military Police Company, 16th Military Police Brigade, 18th Airborne Corps. Taji, Iraq, in an ambush. Hand grenades, gun for small arms fire, etc., rocket propelled grenades. Lastly but not least, Staff Sergeant Schanneberger also served with the 82nd during Desert Storm and Desert Shield. So a little bit of a personal tie there as well. H- to you, sir. Again, this is 3 sheets. We have 18 young men and women that we've honored. It's endless, but wish it would end. But in reading some of the articles and seeing the Facebook posts from the law enforcement family that thank Trooper Ellis for his gift to them and his sacrifice. Hug your families, hug your kids and your wives and your husbands, moms and dads, sisters and brothers. Hug them a little tighter, your friends, give them a little hug. Like I said, reach out to each other, take care of each other, but take care of your families, enjoy your time with your families, because we are lucky to be here. Men and women like these made it possible for us. So I'm going to go eat dinner with my family. They're up there now. I don't know if you can hear them laughing to the floor or not. Day work weekend's over. I got court in the morning, then I got some activities I got to take care of this week. If you need something, please reach out. All right? If you're in a dark spot, call. Talk to somebody. Check on your battle buddies. We need everybody here. All right, that's it. 22 a day for our veterans. And I saw I can't get to my phone because it's recording. I forget the exact numbers. Let's say there was 168, I think it was, officers killed in the line of duty, I think, last year. Rough numbers, I might be wrong on that. Our officers we lost to suicide last year was immense and unacceptable. If you're in a dark spot, please reach out, find somebody, talk to somebody, take them 30 seconds and ask for help. All right, it's not help. You're looking for your battle buddy. That's it. All right. So that's enough of that. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Love yous all. Take care of each other. Watch each other's backs. That's it. Solange. Love yous all. Say their names. Read about them a little bit. I'll post pictures in a little bit here after I get the girls to bed. If we talk about them, say their names. They're never forgotten. Simple as that. All right. Solange. Miss Mitchell, stay safe up there, please. Once again, Mark Gibble. He's getting into etching. I don't know if I can. That glare is brutal on Facebook here. I'm trying to get rid of that glare so you can see that. One for the Fallen. I will do this off air when I find the funnel. I'm gonna fill it up with some good stuff here, and I'll post a picture of this done as well. I think that's gonna look great. You'll be able to really see the etching with the good bourbon behind it. All right. 10-7 Woodworks. Like you said, and you've said it for a long time, and I believe this wholeheartedly. In this family, nobody fights alone. All right. Be good. Be safe. Take care of each other. That's it. I'm going to go eat dinner with my family. Love yous all. I find the mouse again. You need something, please reach out. That's all I ask. All right, boys and girls. So long.